Mm-hmm.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So,
What?
instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
We're
And
done?
now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
That's rude. Wow. I don't even get a little achievement pop-up that says, congratulations. I totally wasn't listening to him, by the way.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I walked through no doors, except the
I
doors
still
of my
don't think we're
choosing.
communicating properly.
This
Stanley?
door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken
How you
rooms,
doing, Adrian?
exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was
Yes.
it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You're good? I'm good. We're finishing off Stanley tonight. So that's fun. It's been weird. There was a lot of buckets. However, I'm now bucketless. I no longer have a bucket,
Okay,
and it's
I'm
sad.
going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I don't
A
think.
one? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one?
It's a
That's not
one.
even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess
Start
it isn't
all
my
over
place
again.
to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, right, the leaderboards. Right. Good old Neil. Nico Nacho. Okay. He's lucky to get a 1,
Now,
right?
would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
It's
Again,
like Battlefield
honest answers,
2042.
please.
We added a scoreboard,
Hey, I
guys.
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Okay, so did I
Perfect.
actually
Let
try
me
to
boot
win
it
this
up.
one this time instead of just letting it,
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game
I
only
did that
becomes
already,
clear once
Adrian.
you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
No.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
That's the one. That sound is horrible. I'm gonna let the baby die just so I don't have to listen to that.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Oh, you're
Hey,
welcome.
since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Perfect.
Let's see. What do we have here?
We got Firewatch. I know you guys have assets to that.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, there it is. So we've already done this.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Alright, so we're gonna begin the game again, because we've already done that. Bum, bum, bum.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those
Wait.
figurines. Those figglers.
What about
I
them?
haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Am I gonna
Wasn't
get
it
something?
just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't
No.
it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
No.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Fine. Oh. When Stanley found the collectibles. This is so chill, chat. You can go for the 2 hour and get a dog. Nani? Zone, sweet zone. Oh, this is... Yeah, this is new.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
It's true. 7! I have 7 now. Take that, game.
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest.
did.
Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone
That's rude.
6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh, well. That was weird. Under
Okay,
the stairs.
let's do a little quiz. Which
Sure.
of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
It was under the stairs. Because I went to the stairs first before I went
that's
upstairs.
exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them.
Oh,
I'm glad
3.
these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Wait, really? Truly?
Let's see, what came next?
Wow, this is a nice room.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
It definitely didn't happen, narrator. I've never been in this room before in my life. Huh.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh no.
Enjoy.
Enjoy how you found it. It's dance time, chat. It's mini Stan number 5. You found it behind the boss's office. Thanks for watching. Edited by narrator, produced by narrator, copyright the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was
I'm
8
sure.
minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Oh, so sweet, Mr. Narrator. Also, Driz, what's this Lancemaster looking like? Guess we're going this way?
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
It did just
Who
happen.
can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a
We've done
moment
it.
unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it
The
was
other 5.
exactly like.
I guess it doesn't really matter which door I go through. You are in the present. Oh, that's cool that the TV is matching me
And
looking
then
around the room.
there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment.
This game.
Nothing left to do but move
It's so
onward
trippy.
into the future. Goodbye, memory zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there
Stop.
some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay, Mr. Narrator. He's a weird one, chat.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
I
must
remember
say, of all the
this.
figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I want more. I think the narrator's
And
broken,
here's where I
chat.
made
He's
that video.
addicted
Don't you
to
remember
the
the video we
collectibles.
wanted?
Yeah. No. That's super speed now.
Yes, I love that video.
This game. Alrighty, the
Still don't
lovely.
remember the pink room.
Yeah,
Stanley.
me either,
Still
bro.
no memory of this one. Good room though, a solid room.
I don't remember it either. You and me both.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Next one. La la la. To find the next one. I guess I can't walk down there. I tried, chat. Wait, why can't I go in the bathroom? Yeah, the bathroom was replaced by the pink room. That's weird. Ah.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Keep going. Oh boy, he broken.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines.
Still creepy, by the way.
More memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Nothing. There was none. Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? There's a big one. Ooh, can I jump again?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything.
It
In fact,
does.
I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Can I have a jump back?
Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Oh boy. Narrator's going down the black hole, guys. Yep. Yep. He's going crazy.
Oh,
And
yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
I guess they both go the same way. That's convenient.
And before everything else, there was your office.
My office is the best office.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
And we lost him.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different.
Were
I
you,
used to make
Stanley?
big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Oh,
He would make
really?
the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be.
Free the
Yes,
narrator.
I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know
Oh,
what?
rip.
Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling this story
No.
so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
There is a story about a man who pressed buttons all day, every day. Does this room... I'm doing it. Ah, flashbang. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I had to do it. Buttons. It's button heavy. It's button heaven. Alright. We're gonna get out of that now that that room is gone. You driving
How long
home?
was I sitting there?
Okay,
Stanley
drive
wondered to
safely.
himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses
We'll see
were
you soon.
turned? He
The
made a note to be
bucket
more
is
careful
back.
with time from now on.
Welcome back, bucket.
Finally, yes, the bucket. Yes, yes, yes. I love that bucket.
Me too. It's the best bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Oh, the room
Perhaps
switched
his boss's
back.
office was where he'd find answers.
Creepy. The room's normal now that we've collected all the collectibles.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom
Fine.
closet, simply because I have no remit. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I don't...
Stepping into his manager's office,
I don't remember
Stanley
if you
was
can
once again
actually-
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
Yeah.
the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
No chicken in the bucket. Sag. I could go for some spicy chicken. Goodbye.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
What was the bucket gonna say about that? What's the bucket's opinion gonna be? No, you can't go press 3? Well, I'm gonna go press 3 and see what happens.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He
3.
took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
It doesn't do anything.
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked After taking some time to show the bucket around the boss's office, Stanley at last went to the keypad, where he began eagerly pressing the number 3 again and again.
Again! More? Beep boop, beep boop. Is there anything that happens different in the room? I guess I hit 3s more? I mean, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. How many times do I have to press 3? Or do I just press 3 until the end of time? Beep boop beep. Beep boop. Beep. More? I don't think anything happens here. Maybe I take the elevator down now? Oh, yeah? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, it's the only other way you can go, so...
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Ba-da-da-da-dum.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
Yes.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
All right.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears, and the whole time he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence.
Only
Crushed
silence.
by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
He doesn't understand my love for 3. The bucket's making me sad. He doesn't understand me. Oh, nobody ghost. I think I did
Stanley
that
and the
one by
bucket
accident.
were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator.
We're thinking.
He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
One more time.
Ah, said Stanley. I know what to do.
What are we
I know
doing?
how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Yep. Well, this is different.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure
All
further.
eyes on
When the
Stanley.
big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
World peace, baby. Okay. Stanley Parable tonight, live on stage. World's first sentient machine. To stage 333333333.
This was it.
427.
One last chance to win the bucket over. One
3 again,
opportunity to
3
share a
again.
true connection with
Ooh,
a
mini
loved
putt.
one.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. I guess we're trying the dude who came up with pizza. Hey.
There was no one here.
Oh, Sag.
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak.
No
to
one
listen
cares
to
about
him
3.
talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure.
No one
And in
came
that
to my
moment,
TED Talk.
Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Sag. Soul Sag. And I think
All of his co-workers were gone.